live from Dallas, Texas. Find us online at photoboothinternational.com.
Like everything is good to go. Once again, guys, we apologize about that. This is the 2017 webinar that we're here today, and I'm here with Sean. He's our sales manager here at Photo Booth International. And Sean, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi guys, I'm Sean. You've probably spoken to some of, I've actually probably spoken to some of you guys, and you've probably inquired with us. Just give a little background on myself. I started with you, what was it, back in February, right? And I've known Josh for actually many years now, and I actually worked on the PBD rental side for a couple of gigs there, and I was like, wow, this is actually very interesting. I want to learn more about this. Then I came on board with Josh back in February, learning about the actual production side here in Dallas, Texas, and it's been seriously every day. I don't have time to rest, and that's the truth. So I'm working 24/7. I'm sending you guys text messages, emails 24/7. A little bit more background about me. I've been in sales for a very long time, so if you guys have any questions regarding sales tactics, how to talk to prospects, please let me know. I'm here. Again, number is 972-301-2930. Oh, here you go, another text.
Yeah.
Just text me. I'll be looking down my phone, answering you guys while Josh is doing the webinar. But I'm listening to Josh every single word. You should too as well.
All right, guys. Well, once again, welcome, and we're so sorry about the delay. We're using some new software and kind of got ahead of ourselves. But anyway, for the delay, we want to go ahead and give away. We got some prizes we're going to give away today. So we got this quote book here by quotes we actually live by in both of our companies here, and this is how we succeed. So we're going to give this away, and we also have a 10x planner right here. We got to plan out your day. You should be, whenever you get to the office, plan out your day, plan out night before. That way, you're not just sitting there. Okay, what am I going to do next? Plan it out. And so we're going to go ahead and give away a prize. So go ahead and text in your email address, and we're going to be selecting a winner for our first prize. So you can send it in to 972-301-2930, and we'll be picking a winner, and we'll get that shipped out to you. So go ahead and send that over right now. We do have 2 more prizes. We've got some props we're going to be giving away. We got these cool props right here. We got a 12-pack of them. They're really nice, PVC, really thick, really long-lasting. And so stay tuned. We also have another bag, the mystery bag right here, which we're going to be giving away right at the end of the webinar. Okay, so stay on with us. We got a lot. We put a lot into this. I've been working on this for 2 weeks straight. I've been working on this all day for you guys. I'm going to deliver. I'm going to over-deliver, and you guys are going to get a lot out of it. Make sure to get a pen and paper to write down all the notes that we're going to provide to you. We're going to get through pretty fast. We have a jam-packed agenda, and we got questions. We got 3 pages of questions. We got shout-outs. So yeah, let's get rolling. So yeah, text in for that. Send in your email. The number again is 972-301-2930, and we're going to be giving away the planner and the quote book. All right, so the first part we're going to talk about is your website. So do you have a website? Okay, so you should have a website for sure. I don't want to hear, okay, Facebook page or, we got a Twitter or something like that. Like, make sure you got a really nice looking website and that you have one represented for your business. Okay, it needs to be myphotobooth.com or whatever the case. Keep it simple, guys. Don't go 5 or 6 words. It's so long, it can't fit on a business card. Nobody's going to type it to go to your website, because what's going to happen if my photo booth company name was Josh's Best Deluxe Photo Booth in Dallas Rentals, if they just go and type that into Google, and somebody else's ad is going to come up, and they're going to go to that website. So keep your domain URL really short, really easy. Okay. The next thing is, are you set up with hosting? Where are you hosted at? So part of SEO involves hosting. So hosting is the foundation of your website. So it's where your website is hosted. Is it hosted on a shared server? Are there 100 other websites on there? Does somebody have a website on there that's an X-rated website or a spam website? If it's hosted on a shared server, guys, it's going to affect your website in some form or fashion. Okay, so the hosting is going to be the first thing that you want to look at. Okay, make sure you host it in a fast, secure environment that's going to protect you from spam.
And just to add on to that, remember, if you guys should Google search this about the Amazon story of like last month.
Oh yeah, Amazon.
All their servers went down. It affected every major business in America.
Right.
So read up on that story and the security aspect of that as
well. So Amazon goes down. There's thousands of websites that Amazon hosts. And if you guys didn't know, Amazon as a big part of business is hosting for them, and so they go down, everybody goes down. So you want to make sure your website's protected. The other part is when we got attacked, and I'll talk more about this later. We got attacked. We didn't even know for a week or two until somebody finally reached out and said, "Hey, the website is not up. Like, what's going on?" So we spent the advertising for that whole week driving traffic to that website, and there was no website there. They hacked the website and redirected it to actually a porn URL. And that's, it's unfortunate, but that's somebody sitting behind their computer in Russia. That's what they're doing. So you want to prevent that from happening. And so, because of that happened, I actually wanted to put that involved, with this webinar. Okay. So number one, you want to check, who you hosted up with. The next one we got here, are you set up for conversions? So we got a lot of questions here, like, increased conversions, what are conversions that you guys send in. So the conversions is sending someone to your website and then them filling out a form with their phone number, their email address, and therefore you can contact them. So a conversion is converting that website traffic into a lead. Okay, and then you do have, your sales conversion where you convert that lead into a customer. But you need to set up first your website to convert that traffic into leads. So in order to do that, what we've tested is as soon as somebody hits your web page in the top half, there needs to either be a button or a contact form right there where they can type in their info to get a quote or something sent to them. Okay, so if you visit our website, you can check it out. It's photoboothDallas.org. When you go there, you see the button, get a quote, and then also text us. So now we've seen an increase in mobile traffic. So we have that feature where they can actually just hit that button, and it'll generate a text that will text into our number. So those are two ways that's going to increase your conversion. So essentially, somebody's going to look for a photo booth, go to Google, photo booth rental, whatever city you're in, and then hit your website, and then what do they do next? This is where most companies fail. They go to the website and they're like, oh, look at the gallery, or look at the pictures from the last event, or see our contact us page or our about page. No, you got to have a call to action as soon as they land there. As soon as they land there, it needs to be a button or a form. So get a price quote, send in a text or something like that. So just take a look, make sure when you pull up your website on your phone or your computer that you can actually see that call to action button that's right there. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about is loading speeds. So loading speeds mean how fast is your website loading. Okay. So ideally you want to have your website load in around 1 second, 1 to 2 seconds, and anything less than that is going to be great for the user experience and for Google as well. So the loading speed, you can look at Google Pagespeed tools. So you can type that in. Go ahead and write that down. Google Pagespeed tools. So just type that into Google, and that's going to pull up the Google website. And that's a free tool that they have provided for everybody, which will give you actually your score of your website. So you want to go ahead and run that, and these are going to be like the first steps that you want to start off with when you're talking about improving your website and your conversion, because everything really starts there for us. Outside of offline marketing, it all starts on the website. So write that down, Google Pagespeed tools, okay? So that's going to be one of the tools. It's a tool that we use, and we want to get it into the green, make sure it's above 80 or 90%. It's hard to get to 100, so don't worry about that at all. Okay, don't try and get to 100. It's almost impossible. They're changing their algorithms, which also adjust the grading scores, the grading for the Pagespeed tools tool. All right, so the next we're going to talk about what platform are you hosted with. So as you know, you can build websites now. You've probably seen commercials for Wix or different companies that are coming out, and the platform that we use and we recommend is WordPress. Now it is a little bit more advanced to use WordPress, so you will need some backend knowledge, or we're going to talk about in a few about our Pbi Cloud where we can help you with that. So those are the two major platforms that we've came across. There are others out there, but those one page and website overnight tools and stuff like that, they're not really. Google doesn't really like those. Google wants a quality website with traffic, with content, with pictures, something that's built out, that's sustainable for a real business. If you think about yourself, like if you're gonna look at like Nike website or Adidas or the Cadillac website, they're not going to be hosted on something that's one page or something that's just built overnight. So you want to have a quality website. So we recommend WordPress. So with WordPress, you want to make sure that you're using a theme that's updated, something that a lot of users are using. And what we found, the reason why for that is because if something breaks, if you have a plugin that's broken or something that's not working, you need to be able to get the support that's necessary. Okay, so those are the two things you need to look into. So WordPress is what we recommend. So you can purchase your domain, you get your hosting, and you install the WordPress on the hosting, and then you build out your website from there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is Google Maps. Okay, Google Maps. A lot of businesses, when people are looking for some type of service, they go into Google and they type in the company name. Like for us, we type in Photo Booth Dallas. When you look for our company on Google and you type in Photo Booth Dallas, the Google map comes up, and you have the two dots there as to where the business is located. So make sure to go to Google My Business, I believe it's called now. So write this down. Make sure you go to Google My Business, and then you're going to create your listing for your physical location. And you can use a PO box. Whenever we first started, before we actually got our physical location, we used a PO box. So you can use a PO box. Just make sure you have the digits or something to identify your box. Once you go there to Google My Business, set that page up. It's going to set up your Google Plus. Make sure you have links back to your website on there, and then it's going to send you a postcard in the mail with a code to the address that you have listed on there. So once you have that postcard, it's going to mail it to you. You're going to have the code. You'll go back in and you register it. And now when people search for you, not only are you going to show up on the bottom, you're going to show up on the top. Now here's another pro tip for you. What I did was I had multiple PO boxes. So I was using like my mom's house, my personal address, plus the PO box and our physical location. So now when people search for photo booths, now I have 4 locations coming up on the Google Maps, plus I got the listings on the bottom, and then I got the AdWords on the top. So it's hard to miss my website. So that's and you set those up as different locations. Each location also have their own reviews, so that's something that you want to keep up with. And also get reviews on Google, on your Google listing as well. So make sure that after your events you send out the request. The Google listing is really easy to do the reviews, so they don't have to create an account or anything like that. Most people do have a Gmail, so they can just go in there and rate you 5 stars, and that shows up in the listing in Google search whenever there are people searching for your business. Okay, so Google Maps, Google Plus, and make sure to put your links to your website. And then after each gig, make sure to add some photos to your Google Plus profile. So Google likes updates. They like content. They like pictures. So after every event, open up your Google My Business and upload pictures in there. You can create albums. And so when people Google you, you have all these things showing up. You have different sections inside the Google My Business listing where you can list photos of your product, photos of your service, your employees, the owner, and then you can create your own albums for events. So make sure to keep that updated. So every time I get a batch of photos, from our events, I go in there and update it. And so now my listing is relevant. There's new content coming up. And it also, if people are searching in Google for pictures, those pictures are going to come up as well. So what we want to do is we want to leverage Google to the maximum. It is a free tool. and we get a lot of traffic from there by using all of their resources.
I want to stop just for a second. If you guys have any questions, remember, text us 972-301-2930. We have a couple more points to get through, and at the end, I'll address these questions on there. Go ahead.
All right, perfect. Thanks for that. So yeah, we do have your questions that you send in. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for sending those to us. We've got a lot of questions, so
and a lot of shout outs too.
Yeah, a lot of shout outs. So we'll get to that in just a second. All right, so the other thing, YouTube channel. So so you want to create your YouTube channel. Make sure you have it's verified. It needs to be a verification, and you're going to go into your settings to do that once you created your YouTube channel. Now make sure that you create your YouTube channel on your business email. So if you guys are using G Suite, the professional Gmail, that you create your YouTube channel on that and not on your personal email account. So there's you'll have two separate YouTube accounts. So you'll have a personal one, and then you'll have a business one. So you want to make sure that the business one is linked with your business email, which will also be linked to your Google Plus profile, which will be linked to Google Maps. So there you go. So you got the whole, you're in the whole environment of Google. So once you get your YouTube channel up, get it verified. You can also put links in your YouTube channel back to your website. So that counts as another backlink for you, which is huge from Google. Get some good graphic art, on your channel, and make sure to update the videos. We try to do at least one video a month. I know it's difficult to edit video, but you guys could use Windows Movie Maker or iMovie, and record yourself whenever you're at an event. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, long as you're updating those videos on a consistent basis. And whether it's once a month or once a week, just keep that. And every video that you upload, make sure to use a keyword. So for us, we'll use Photo Booth Rentals Dallas, or Photo Booth Rental Cheap, or something like that. So make sure you put your keywords in the title of the video. Okay. The other thing that you want to make sure is that when you're uploading your videos, that you put your tags. So open up a Word document and write down up to, I think it can accept about 20 or 30 tags. Write down those tags and copy it onto a Word document, and every video that you upload, use a portion of those tags. So what this does is, if somebody ends up on your video, on the suggested videos on the right hand side, they'll see the rest of your videos. So it'll recommend the other videos, so they can go ahead and see about your company and other videos that you've set up on there. And each video, make sure to put the link at the top of the description of the video. So when somebody's watching it on their phone, or if they're on YouTube, the link is right there for them to click at. You can also put a link inside your video, so once the video ends, you can click here to get a quote. Make sure in order to do that, you'll need to have a verified account. Those are in the settings under annotations for YouTube. All right. So yeah, let us know if you have any other questions. We're going to pop right over here to see what questions we have that you guys sent in.
Well, let's get this one first.
Okay.
She's got a good question.
Okay.
It's about the Google Pagespeed tools. So she's just basically trying to get an understanding of how to use it.
Okay. So with Pagespeed tools, you just pretty much go on there, and you should already have a website that's existing, and you're going to run a test. It's going to tell you, once it runs the tool, it's going to tell you what you need to improve on. So at that point, you can download a document or screenshot that, and then you can go ahead and take that, and whoever does your website or whoever's handling it for you, you can go ahead and talk to them about getting it updated. So that's how you would use the PageSpeed tools.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's all we have on that.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Printer setup, growing your business, marketing. Okay. All right, so ways to promote your business with social media is what we have. So let's take a look here. So that's a good one. So one of the tools that we use here is called Hootsuite. So what Hootsuite does, it allows us to connect our Facebook, Twitter, and our Google account all into one software. So when we can log in there, we log in once a week, and we'll go ahead and schedule out posts for that entire week or 2 week period. You can connect more profiles, I'll be talking about other websites that you want to get listed on in a little bit. So it's called Hootsuite.com, and you can go on there. You can connect 3 profiles for free. Anything more than that, I think it's about $9 a month, and it allows you to connect about 10 more profiles. So that's a tool that we recommend. So every time you upload a video, you can go over to Hootsuite, take that link, pop it into Hootsuite, and then you can hit blast, and it'll blast it out to your Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. So that's another way to market your business on social media. One of our social media tools that we use here. All right. So the next thing we want to talk about is Pbi Cloud. So the reason why we launched Pbi Cloud is, as I was talking about earlier, is we did get hacked. So we got hacked, and about 20 of our websites went down for about a week, and it was terrible. It was really horrible. The hosting company that we were with, we called them for help, and they were trying to upsell us on some other product, and that product was not guaranteed to work because it was an automatic software. And the only way we were able to fix the hacking is we had to hire a professional web developer to go in, to download all the files, to remove all the hack files, re-upload them to our new server. It was a big pain in the butt, and because of that, we actually launched our Pbi Cloud. And so the Pbi Cloud is going to allow you to host your website. We have 2 plans on there. We have a $29 plan, and we have a $59 plan. So the $29 plan is a shared hosting environment where we actually manage your website for you. We build a custom website. It's up to 8 pages, and we manage the website for you. So if you have any requests or updates for your websites, all you do is just email us at website@photoboothint.com. And now you do not have to be a customer in order to access our Pbi Cloud. And if you guys want to take a look at that, the website link is going to be photoboothint.com/Pbi Cloud, CLOUD, and you can see the 2 services on there. So you don't have to be a client. You can get set up with us. We service most of the photo booth industry. We are expanding out to DJs and other companies. And so that's going to be the $29 plan. So the $59 plan that we have available is going to give you a dedicated server. So this is the same plan that we use to host our websites, Photo Booth Dallas and photoboothint.com. Once we've moved from a shared hosting to a dedicated hosting, we did see significant increase in our Google rankings, and Google does play a big factor whether your site is hosted on a dedicated server versus a shared. So it's one of the pieces of the puzzle of SEO is going to be where your site is hosted. Is it hosted on its own server? Is it fast? And so we do have the $59 plan. It's going to include daily backups. We have a DDoS protection, and it's very fast. You can compare our websites to it. You'll get a dedicated IP address for your website, 24/7 upsite monitoring. So if anything happens to your website, we'll get an email and we'll be on top of it. Once again, both of these plans, we manage the entire website for you. Okay, and the last thing for the $59 plan is we will be building out a directory on our Photo Booth International website, and we will be adding your website to that directory. So you're going to get a boost from SEO, from linking, getting a backlink from our website. All right. So guys, let us know if you have any questions. Once again, the number is 972-301-2930. And I'm sorry? Or you can chat with us on the website. So if you go to photoboothint.com, the chat should be on the bottom left-hand corner. We have that managed. So next we're going to go ahead and bring up Shane Maura. He's actually our special guest today. And so Shane here, I'm going to let him introduce himself. He has a lot of stuff going on. Me and Shane met through a networking group, and I wanted him to come on. He's an entrepreneur himself. He's a banker. And welcome, Shane. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you having me.
Awesome.
I've got a little business group with this guy, and I got to tell you, he is super impressive. He may be young, but he definitely knows what he is doing. And so we've got about 8 or 10 guys in this group, and they're all just super impressed with him. And it's a privilege just to even come to you guys today. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what it means to be an entrepreneur. So I've got one of the things I first want to read is this a little transcript on a YouTube video that I saw. It's called Tribute to Entrepreneurs. And this is told through the eyes of a 10 to 12-year-old girl, and she tells this awesome story. Her dad is an entrepreneur, and this is her story right here. So it says, "My dad says entrepreneurs are responsible for everything around me, from the technology that I use to the clothes that I wear to the food that I eat. He says I should be grateful for the entrepreneurs that have come before me, because starting something from nothing is extremely difficult. Many do it against all odds. He says entrepreneurs are the courageous ones, the ones that never give up, they never give in, and they never ever quit. And starting something new takes heart. It takes believing without seeing. My dad calls that faith. He says that every organization that you see with 10 people or 100 people or 1,000 people started with just one. One amazing idea, one brave soul, one perfect partnership, one humble beginning, one heroic mission. And because God inspired the one, that one inspired millions." So I love that transcript. It's just a great analogy of what entrepreneurs do. And I'm a banker, and I've got a little business too, and I've got some real estate. And so I can see what entrepreneurs do, and it resonates with me. And what I love first and foremost is if you see an entrepreneur, what's buried deep down inside of them is just a desire to do something different. They have visions, they have goals, they have dreams, and it starts with they want to build their own wealth, and they do not want to build the wealth of another man. They want to build something out of nothing, and they want freedom, and the freedom that money brings, and the time, that they can take off at any time they want. They want to be their own man. They have a vision. They see things that an average person does not see. They have a hunger inside of them to do things differently, and they will pay whatever price to achieve that dream. They will skip their own paycheck so they can pay for their employees. They have courage and they have guts to attempt the dangerous. See, most people play it safe. They take the safe route. They work 9 to 5, but not the entrepreneur. He's in the fight. He's in the trenches, and he's always slugging it out. And for you guys on this call, you're probably on this call for a reason, and this probably resonates with you, and it's probably because deep down inside you're meant to be an entrepreneur too. So, quite honestly, now is a better time than just about any to be an entrepreneur, because I can tell you in the last 15 to 20 years we have this shrinking of the middle class. Mm-hmm. And, if you go back 50, 60 years ago, we used to have these companies that wanted you to be there for a lifetime, and they would incentivize you. They would give you these things called pensions, and they would take care of you when you got old. And then as corporations started consolidating and they became more and more powerful, they realized that was not what they wanted to do. So now, unfortunately, you have a situation where these companies, they don't necessarily want to hire you anymore. They want to fire you. And I know that sounds terrible, but that's just another impetus for you guys to go out and be an entrepreneur. So what they want to do is they want to hire robots, right? And I can't blame them. As an entrepreneur, if I have a large payroll base, that's one of your largest expenses as an employee or employer, and these robots work 24 hours. They don't complain. They don't get greedy. Yeah. They don't come in and want more money.
More money. Yeah.
They're perfect. Union. So as the employer, we want robots, right? But for you and all the individuals out there, if you're an employee, it's the last thing that you want. And so it just magnifies again the reason why being an entrepreneur right now is a great time to do it. But this is what I will tell you. You've got to do this thing the right way. You can't just be an entrepreneur and do the way you once did, right? So what I love about his business is this has a very low startup cost. You're talking about a booth that might cost $4,000 to $8,000. And I can tell you, with most businesses today, and you're talking about franchise business, it's going to cost you 10 times that number, 20 times that number, 30 times that number to get into the business. So that is a huge thing. So the second thing that I love about his business is you can keep your daytime job. And what's great about that is, you're going to work mostly probably nights and weekends, and you can grow into your business. So you can keep your daytime job and test this thing on nights and weekends, see how it evolves, see how it grows. And with his help, if you do some of the things he's talking about, you're going to see this business grow, which is that's what you want. another thing, you've got a great expanding industry. This is the craze that's going on. Just photos and selfies, and everybody wants to take these things. They're just fun.
Yeah.
And another thing, you got a fun business. A lot of business is not fun. We talked about this earlier. We're not laying bricks here.
Yeah.
So we're going to parties, right? And people are having a good time, and you get to help them celebrate in that, and it's fun. So I think this is really a great business to be involved in. So. But as you transition out of that, let's say you have your daytime job and you just work nights and weekends, and nothing wrong with that if you want to keep that forever. But I can tell you, you'll never get rich on a wage. And so if you really want to build wealth, it's what do you do in addition to your daytime job? What do you do at night? So if you have this business at night, you can save every dime that you make from this business and just add it to your savings account. And over time, hopefully you can retire on something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But as you transition to this thing full time, that goes to a whole nother level, right? So, and quite honestly, you've got all this new overhead, and if you don't have your daytime job to fall back on, when you're paying employees, it can get out of hand quickly. You don't have the safety of the 9-to-5 job, but that's okay, because I will tell you, I believe this: if you'll commit yourself to growth, and if you'll commit to yourself to growing as a leader and growing your business acumen and get on a personal growth plan, and you push yourself, and you're always striving, and you're always trying to do anything you can to get better, and you get involved in these type of business groups, I really believe that you will succeed on a big level as an entrepreneur. Now, quite honestly, a lot of businesses fail, and we don't want you to be in that group. But I personally believe that a lot of businesses fail because they're not doing those things. They're not working on their business. They're working in their business. Mm-hmm. And they're not doing those things as like growing like a leader and growing their business acumen. They're not doing those things, and they just get mired in the mundane of these businesses, and they don't know what to do. And unfortunately, you see a lot of them fail. But that's what I love about Josh is giving you guys tonight. So he's giving you guys the tools to succeed. I can tell you in this business group, we talk about it all the time. The number one problem is not the process, because there's not a day that goes by that you can't work on your process as a business owner. But what is so difficult is the sales and marketing side. So this young guy's got it figured out, and I can tell you, if you think about most manufacturers, they manufacture whatever it is, and you're lucky to get a manual, right? That's all they're going to give you. But what he's doing is he's not just telling you how to run this, how to run the machine. He's actually giving you the insight on how to build the backside, the SEO, the websites, and all that stuff is so important these days. And I'm in awe that he would even do this, because he doesn't have to do that.
Yeah,
you could just manufacture.
I could be at home right now.
You could be at home right now.
Yeah, watching The Profit.
That's right. Watching some of these shows we love. So,
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, yeah.
So, just to finish off, this guy's not paying me, so all the plugs that I'm giving him, it's not because he's giving me any cash. He didn't even give me any gas money to get over here, and it was like an hour drive. But
yeah.
But that's okay, because I believe in what he's doing. I believe in the entrepreneur. I believe in the entrepreneurial spirit, and that goes for real estate in addition to owning your own business. So I'm just a big believer in that, and so I was honored and privileged just to come and say a little something. Nice.
Well, thanks, Shane. We appreciate that. So, guys, what we're doing here is we're trying to get your mindset ready to win, because it's not just, okay, I'm going to go here, I'm going to do this. You need to be growing, you need to be learning, and you being on this webinar here is just another step for you. And success, it's a spectrum, and it's little pieces that you have to put together. And like you were saying back in the day, what you did then is different from what you need to, you have to do now in order to have that competitive edge against your competitors. And, here at Photo Booth International, we put these webinars together to make sure that you are able to maximize your potential with our photo booths and to learn and to grow, because it's been life-changing for me. I mean, I've met some amazing people. I've been to, amazing places, and, getting into this business, I built my first photo booth, I built it, in 2012. It was heavy, it was ugly. We had an inkjet printer, no touchscreen with a keyboard, and I worked the 40 hours and then went home, opened up the garage, loaded up the photo booth, and went to an event and worked another 4 hours. After working 8 hours that day, and now look where I'm at. And I get to meet people like yourself and to be into different things, and it's been amazing. That's what we want for you guys. It's changed my life, and I believe that if you guys go at it, with gusto and the right mindset, you can use this business to leverage, it to the maximum and become, what you want to achieve and your own boss and, get to work with your family and travel and to do, the amazing, enjoy life, right? It's not just 9 to 5. I see so many people just 9 to 5 weekends hanging out at the club, spending money. Like, it's just that cycle, and it's like, okay, when does it end? You're always living paycheck to paycheck. You can never go on a vacation. Like, okay, what's going on? What's the end result that we're trying to achieve? And that standard menu of options wasn't good enough for me, and so that's one of the reasons that we started and we grew this thing. So.
And how much fun is it being an entrepreneur?
Oh, it's been fun. We have fun every day.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I get to be around cool people and get a solid team and to grow up, and to give back to you guys, and it's been amazing. I mean, I would never have thought that it would have ended up right here, and who knows where it's going to go. And we get to go to Vegas to the trade shows, and we have fun there, and it's good. I mean, I get to make products, and we get to help people. We change people's lives. At the end of the day, we're able to help you start a business. I mean, that's like so hard. When you really think about it, like how do we start a business? Okay, well, just give PBI a call. We have everything. We've done the websites. We've done the legwork. We've done the marketing. We've done the research. We've got a quality product. Yeah. We've been through all the challenges that you guys have already. We started 4 years ago. We've done over 5,000 events over the last 4 years. We've been through almost every situation, and we're here now to give back to you, to our customers, and to people tuned in here to the webinar. So what were you saying?
And I just want to hit on this. We're talking about a business. If you want to buy a franchise,
right?
It's going to cost you.
So you were actually looking about buying a franchise, right?
I was, and the franchise that I was looking at was going to be almost $1 million in startup costs.
So that's just for one franchise for $1 million.
Yeah, but most of the franchises, like fast food or anything, it's still going to run you about $250,000 to $400,000. So you're putting your entire life on the line when you do a business like that, and you have no choice but to quit your daytime job, and you have no fallback. And generally what you do is you go down to the bank, you get an SBA loan on that, and the loan is so incredibly difficult to pay. If you don't make money right out of the gate, you're sunk within 6 months. And that's why you see a lot of these businesses fail. But for this, we're talking about a business that costs $4,000 to $8,000. And the average party on a weekend is going to make, what, $500?
About $500, yeah.
It doesn't take long to pay that back.
Right.
You have very little risk in this type of business. And if it's something you don't like, you can sell the machine. Right. And there's a good resale on these machines.
So being a banker, you probably know a lot about investment. So what could a person, if they have $4,000, let's say, we have the social kiosk 2.0, it's $4,000. What could they take it to put it in? What type of vehicle or platform could they take that in to get a return of that? What we're looking at per an event?
It's almost impossible. If anybody wants to throw that into the stock market, you're really rolling the dice. Right. And to get any kind of return like that, you'll see people put it all on one stock, and that's one of the most dangerous things you can do. The stock market is completely out of your control. Right. But this business, it's 100% in your control. You do some good website, build a good website, you do some great SEO, you follow some of the game plans that he's talking about, and you'll get that first gig. And think about making $500 your first weekend on a $4,000 investment.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And then if you did 4 weeks in a month, that's $2,000. You've already got half of that investment back. Right. And again, you get to keep your daytime job, and all you're doing is adding income in addition to what you currently make. So I love it. It's perfect. Cool. Now, one thing I will tell you, we talked about earlier before we went on, and you brought up the topic of if you're a business owner, what would you advise from a banker's perspective for young startup businesses as far as a banking relationship? That's a very important question, and I do want to address that. So I tell these business owners this all the time. The most important thing you need to do when you're picking a bank for your business is you've got to get a bank that knows you and it knows your business. Now, one of the problems with that is everybody knows the big banks, right? That's the first thing that pop into our mind is the big banks. They have great technology, second to none. They have convenient access. But the problem is it's just simply the law of numbers. Right. If they have 4 million customers or 40 million customers, they cannot know you or your business. They just can't.
Right.
It's just too many there. So that's the big banks. The next level below that, you have the regional banks. And unfortunately, they have the exact same business model as the big banks. Mm-hmm. And it is both of those business models are transaction based. And if you want to build a really good relationship with your banker, it is relationship driven. It is still relationships. Mm-hmm. And so when you get below those two levels, the big banks, the regional banks, below that level, you have this community bank model. And what a community bank is, that's a local community bank that services the businesses in that area, mm-hmm. so to speak. But you have different levels of that. You might have a large community bank, and a lot of those guys are looking to sell to regional players. Mm-hmm. And again, it's the law of numbers. The more customers these guys have, the less inclined they are to get to know you and your mm-hmm. business. Mm-hmm. But when you go beneath that, you have the mid-sized community bank and the small community banks. That to me is where you're going to get the most love for your business. Okay. You're going to be able to meet bankers there, and these guys stay there a long time. You know, you'll have a banker that'll be at a certain bank for 10 years, but you want him to know your specific business, and you want that bank to know you as well. So, for instance, if that banker leaves and go to another bank, you still have that relationship with that bank.
Got it.
You don't necessarily have to follow him mm-hmm. because that bank knows who you are.
Got it.
But here's the thing. These banks need you just as much as you need them. They need your deposits. Mm-hmm. So my recommendation is put your deposits in this bank that you like, that you trust, that you've gotten to know the banker, because that is your best bet of getting loans if you ever want to expand.
Got it.
Because I can tell you on the business side, it's very easy to get loans if you want to buy real estate. That's what all banks love because it doesn't move, right?
Right.
And generally it goes up in value. But the business loan is very, very difficult to get. And that's where the relationship comes in. So the stronger your relationship with one of these smaller banks, and the more that you invest in them in the form of deposits, the more that they want to invest in you in the form of whenever you're ready to grow, they're there for you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand that. So I'm actually with Bank of America. I mean, I've been with them now, for 4 or 5 years, and it is hard. I can't say I can pick up the phone and call so and so at the bank and get a $50,000 line of credit. I mean, I have two businesses. I with them, several hundreds of thousands of dollars of transactions that we've done with them, and the couple times that I have tried to get in a loan, I mean, it's just a very automated process, and just you're denied, just right off the back. So, okay, whenever somebody goes to meet with the banker, what are some questions? What are 2 questions they should ask the banker?
One, you need to know the size of the bank.
Okay.
Again, so for me, how do you know if you're finding that small community bank that you really think you're going to build the best relationship with? The first thing is, if you haven't heard of them, it's probably a great place to start. That means they're probably a local small community bank.
Okay.
But when you get in there, you want to talk about how many branches they have, and you want to find out what their lending strategies are.
Got it.
And you physically want to ask them, I'm a small business owner. Mm-hmm. I want to invest in your bank. I want to build a relationship with you guys. What do you guys think about the business that I'm in?
Right.
And if I need to come to you for this type of collateral or this type of loan, how willing do you think you guys would be to accommodate that?
Got it.
But reiterate to them and that banker that you want to build a relationship with him and that bank.
Got it. Okay.
That's the best thing you can do as a business owner.
All right. Any other thoughts that they'll need to...
No, again, I love what these guys are doing.
Yeah.
One thing I will add is I'm big into real estate as well. And I've had plenty of conversations about real estate.
Yeah.
So for you business owners starting out, keep this in the back of your head. This won't be something that you do right away, but as you grow, you need to own commercial real estate. Because your business needs commercial real estate, you need to buy commercial real estate just to house your business in.
Right.
And really what you're doing is you're building wealth 2 ways now. You got the operations of the business, you got the profit from that, and then you got the profit from your real estate over time, because eventually you want to get that paid off.
Right.
And when you do, you've got a large net worth there just from the commercial real estate. And you could even sell your business, and part of the sale is that new owner has to rent from you for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's like built in, it's like a forced savings account.
Right.
But if you're going to have a commercial business for the next 15 years, why not own the commercial real estate for the next 15 years too?
Got it.
And watch it appreciate.
Right.
On a regular basis.
That's a good strategy, as you're building your business. Because the photo booth business, you're going to get into it. It's a good starter business, but you got to think long term as you grow, as you expand. How you really going to build wealth? It's not going to make you a millionaire. For sure. Renting a photo booth. You can probably have maybe 50, 60 rentals going on at a time.
Right. It's about scalability.
It's about scaling.
That's when you really.
But it's a good segue into getting into business, knowing what it's like to manage people, to hire people, to fire people, your payroll, your taxes, to learn about all that. And then it may lead into other things. I never thought that we would start manufacturing photo booths, but we saw the opportunity, we saw the need in the market. We knew we could help people, we can help them, transition from leaving their jobs and leaving their managers and all the misery that it is. I used to work a call center job. I used to hate it. I hated it, and I was able to leave that. And do the photo booth business as a rental. Full time at that point. So.
And what you just said is the evolution, right? You start out in a business, and it may be this certain one, and then you evolve into this, and you evolve into that, and you evolve into that, and your trajectory is going to be far greater than what you're doing now. And it's simply because the time that you put into becoming a better business owner and adding value to people like this right here. You doing all of these things is growing you in the next 20 years, and no telling what you're going to do. It's going to be amazing.
Nice. What do you have any books that you recommend to the readers? Maybe 1 or 2 books.
The foundation piece of all investors and entrepreneurs to me is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay. He's got a little diagram in there.
Got it.
And everybody needs to know the diagram.
Yeah.
And you need to start with that. That is the foundation piece. Because
Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
That's right. It makes your mind think differently about how you look at investments. Yeah. And really, the simple thing is you're buying assets. Right. Cars or a house is an asset. Your business is an asset. Stocks and bonds are assets. But buying assets and not necessarily just working for the man. Right. That's the employee quadrant. And that's what the schools teach, but that's not what we need to be doing. Right. So
awesome.
That's a great foundation piece of it.
Perfect. Well, guys, if you have any questions for Shane, you can see he's full of knowledge and he's been in banking for a while and gets to see different aspect of it and be on the other side of the table. He'd be from the banker's position. Text us. It's 972-301-2930. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you're thinking. And you may be asking that, okay, why is he here? Why are we talking about banking and real estate and investing and all this stuff? Because as an entrepreneur, you need to understand all of these. It's not just, okay, I'm in the photo booth rental business. That's it. No, it's a spectrum. You need to expand your horizon, and you need to be able to see opportunities as they come. You need to be able to plan for future in case your business gets slower, and so that's my goal here. Is we're expanding. It's not just okay, we're doing this one thing, and that's my that's the reason why I brought in Shane. Thought if you guys get some value out of him. So yeah, text us if you have any questions. And Shane, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. And
what you're doing.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And we do have a winner for our planner. So the winner is twilightmusic.ca. So thank you for tuning in, and you guys win the planner and the quote book that we have. So we'll get that shipped out to you. We will reach out and get your information. And so yeah, we're going to go into the next part here, and we're going to go ahead and bring in Sean to talk about the new Prime booth that we just launched. And it's been getting rave reviews. People have been loving it. It's so portable, fits into 2 cases, and it's really attractive. And our clients are loving it on our rental side. And so, Sean, you want to talk about it for a little bit?
Yeah, FYI, we fed Shane, so I did get something out of it.
That's true.
There's a good spread out there, right? And we gave him a beer as well. All right. Actually, so this is our new Prime booth. We released this, I want to say, back in March, actually. And you probably get a lot of emails from me and phone calls as well about the new Prime booth. As you can see, it kind of resembles the Pbi 11 with one big, huge difference is the LED front panel here. It changes into 9 different colors. Here's a remote control from it. It's beautiful. It's honestly my favorite. Next to the Pbi 12, the Prime booth is my favorite booth out of the whole line of booths we have available. It comes standard with the DSLR T5 camera, which takes 18 megapixel pictures with the strobe flash as well. It's a 300 watts flash, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, what's cool about this is actually a perfect booth when it comes to birthday parties, because one thing about birthday parties and really almost weddings, any kind of events, is children. They're much smaller. So this has an adjustable platform for the camera, which can move up and down. Instead of the old days having to go back here and manually move it yourself, you can just do a couple little turns. You'll aim right down, and a couple back, go right out to the simple position. It breaks down to 5 separate pieces for the booth itself, and there's a carrying case for that. And back here we'll have the printer stand as well, and that has its own booth as well. We're running a special on it. It usually goes for $8,500 with the carrying cases included for the booth and the printer itself. Right now we're taking off $500 plus free shipping till the end of the month. So that's 11 days left, okay? You guys have any questions? You got my number, 972-301-2930. Or email me, Sean, S-E-A-N, the Irish way, at photoboothint.com. So it's Sean at photoboothint.com. Phone number, 972-301-2930. I'm going to hand this back to Josh. Now, if you have any questions, you got our number, 972-301-2930. You can text me right now. Also, I have a request from everybody right now. Text me where you're at. What city are you guys in? Because I'm literally texting with somebody in Scotland right now. So I want to hear from you guys. Where are you guys at?
Let us
Text
know
me.
where you at. We need to do some shout-outs. And let's see. We haven't done any shout-outs.
We haven't.
Okay, cool. So, guys, we got a lot more in store for you. We're going to talk more about SEO. We're going to talk more about business. We got more giveaways for you. I have 2 more pages of stuff we got to go over. So stay tuned, hang in there. Let us know how you guys are feeling about the webinar. So Katrina Smith from Detroit, Michigan, Social Booth of MI. Her website is socialboothmi.com. Thank you for tuning in.
Katrina's in Oak Park. Hi, Katrina.
All right. So Tracy Reese, Oklahoma City, SmileTimeBooth.com. All right, VIP Fun Photos, Seguin, Texas, James, GRACIANO.com. Can't say that. All right, Strike a Pose, St. Louis, Missouri, Strike a Pose, TL.com. Joe Cerami, what's up, Joe?
Joe,
how you
what's
doing,
up?
man? Thanks for tuning in from New York, Long Island in the building. Memorable Moments, photobooths.com. So, guys, that's what we got for right now. I'll do more shout-outs later. Stay tuned. We have a winner for the planner, and so we're going to just continue. So that's the Prime booth. It's an awesome booth. It's portable. It's going to get the job done, and you're going to get the most amount of money for that booth. I mean, out of our lineup, the megas, and then this booth here, you're going to be able to get $200, $250 an hour for this booth. So definitely check it out. And if you have any referrals for us, if you think you may have family in other cities or anything like that, send them our way, and we'll give you a box of ink or some props. We love helping out our customers. So next thing we're going to talk about is the Pbi Cloud. So I forgot to mention this earlier. The Pbi Cloud is available to the public. We'll design your website, we'll host it, we'll manage it, we'll protect it. It's going to meet all those requirements that I talked about earlier with the Pagespeed, the hosting, and if you do get set up today on one of our plans, either the 29 or the 59 plan, we're going to go ahead and give you a free logo design. So we do have an in-house full-time graphic designer. We do have a full-time website builder that manages all. You guys may have known him. His name is Ronnie. You can email him with any website questions. It's website at photoboothint.com. Definitely check that out. So the website for the Pbi Cloud is photoboothint.com/Pbi Cloud. Okay.
And sorry, can I just say something? When it comes to website design, I have a lot of friends. Over here in Dallas, we have the Art Institute of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
These people paid a lot of money for their education, so they're going to charge you a lot of money to design a website. What's the service? How much does it cost a month? There's
it's 29 or 59.
And 59.
Yeah.
A website designer minimum is $1,500. Then they charge you $300 for a certain amount of markups per quarter. And that's not a joke. $300 for a certain amount. This is unlimited markups. And you pay $30 a month or $60 a month. This is a no-brainer in my opinion. So
why would we do that? Why would we do that? Whenever we first started, we didn't know who to. I had to learn I had to learn WordPress myself. Went on YouTube. I mean, nobody taught me. So, like I said, once again, we have the resources available to you guys, and therefore, I'm going to make it easy for you to check off all those to-do lists so you guys can focus on growing yourselves, growing your business, and learning about how to be wealthy and achieving those dreams that you have set. And let us take care of the rest, because that, we set up here for that, and we have the infrastructure, and we have the knowledge. You saw on the registration page, I mean, we're number one in Google. I mean, we've been there for the last 4 years. We got up there and we stayed there. And, it drives a lot of business for us. We don't have any problem with leads. We get 10, 15 leads a day on our rental business from the Dallas market. And, it's great. Once you achieve that position of, SEO, being number one, and using those other tactics that I gave you earlier and the rest that I have, it's going to double your business, guaranteed.
Yeah, I want to piggyback a little bit on that. I talk to a lot of people who are from small towns, or they feel like the market is saturated.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
So we're in a city of Dallas. Okay, we have how many booths? 10 booths, maybe 11 booths that go out every week, and they're always booked. We're turning away business. So Dallas is a city of like 4 to 5 million people, because you got to take in the counties and everything. There's enough business to go around. So if you're like in a small town, say 100,000 people, 500,000, anything like around there, do your research in there, see what's around, see what they have to offer. Then look at the prime booth, look at the booths that we offer, and just say, well, wait a second, this booth looks so much better than this. I can definitely command more money than what they're charging. Because a lot of these small towns, they only charge $200 an hour. $200 for 2 hours. And people are like, oh, okay, this is what $200, I guess I'll take this. Here's something where you can charge $200 an hour or more. Actually, this commands $300 an hour. It commands that. So you're able to charge for that and get that. And you are starting a new business. So just so you know, it will be difficult for the first few months. Just like Josh can attest to this, to his business. Anybody who started a business, it's difficult those first few months. You may have to take gigs that you don't want to take for a certain price. But it's a great way to market yourself. That's the big thing. So what I want to say regarding to sales and marketing, that kind of stuff. I actually talked to a gentleman who's out in some small town in California, like 50,000 people, and he said, I wanted to do the photo booth business, but I don't feel like there's enough business out here. And I was honest with him, like, listen, it's tough. It's a business. You are starting a new business. There isn't much capital invested into it. Let's be honest here. We talk about $1 million for a restaurant, but putting $10,000 in the business startup, that's fine. We talked about that. One of the things he brought up was marketing. How do I market out there? And I go, yeah, Google's a good way of doing it. He brought up this strawberry festival he's having next month. He wants to take his photo booth there, see if he can get a photo booth there, get some money out of it. I go, you know what? Even if they don't pay you for it, just tell them, hey, listen, can I come over there, set up my photo booth, and each picture taken on there, can I put my business name, my business logo, and my phone number on there? They're going to say yes. Nobody minds about that. And so why would you want to do that? That's free advertising right there. Because what do people do when they take that photograph? They're going to take it and put it on the refrigerator. So every time they open the refrigerator, they're going to see, Barry's from DC, Barry's photo booth company, or they're going to see Cheryl's photo booth company, they're going to see Lucera's photo booth company. So it's free advertising there. It will cost you money. I think average about 20 cents per pick. So you're going to have to invest some money. You're going to probably lose some money the first few months. But the free marketing there, the response you get is going to be amazing because you're seeing it every day. Bob's Photo Booth Company, every day. Let's see, I think I got a couple of text messages here. Let's see, guys. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just text me right now. I'm actually talking to Richard in Scotland. He says he loves us. Thanks, Richard.
Cool.
Yes, I'm not single, Richard. FYI. He actually asked me that.
All right. So actually, the small town thing works perfect. You know why? There's less competition and there's less people that know how to dominate the front page of Google. So the small town is the ideal town. I mean, if you think about it, Dallas, right? I mean, how many million people in Dallas?
4 to 5 million.
4 to 5 million. That seems kind of small. I
didn't count Fort Worth. Okay. I didn't count Fort Worth.
So yeah, 4 to 5 million. I mean, there's at least 40, 50 photo booth companies here, and we're still pounding it on the front page. So imagine what we could do if we went to a small town, if we went to a small town like that. So if we could do this here, you can definitely duplicate what we're doing using our strategies in your town and crush the market there. Because I guarantee you the competitors in that market, they built their own photo booth. They went to GoDaddy and did a website overnight for their website, and they made their flyers on Paint. You know, and so they didn't take that time to learn and to watch and to invest and to use all the tools that we provide to you. So that's I think that's an advantage, you know. So we had to go through a lot in order to compete and stand out with our crowd here. And you know, there's still more and more people that are entering our market, but you know, we still managed to dominate it. So so Pbi Cloud. So we talked about that, and the other thing that we talked about, wanted to talk about is the Pbi Share App that we have coming out. So we have a new iPad app that is going to allow the guests to take a photo at the photo booth, then walk over to the app and view the photo, and then upload it to text message. They can text it to themselves, they can Facebook it, they can send it to Twitter, or email it to themselves. So the way the app works is you would download a desktop version to your desktop. You would open it and select your save folder, and then you would log in on your app and select your event. Whether you can do, you know, you pay per an event. And so once the photo is taken, it actually gets shot up to our server, and then it'll show up on your iPad. As we build it out, you will be able to have online galleries on the website. And it's going to be a really cool app, guys. The graphics are really awesome, and you can learn more about it and keep up to date and register for the launch of the app. The app is going to be, you can find us at PbiShare.com. So if you go there, let me make sure I have so many domains. Okay, yeah, so PbiShare.com. And you guys can register for it. Put in your name and email there, and we'll let you know. We're almost done with it. We're probably about 90% done with it. We're just testing out a few things. If you go ahead and get registered, we'll also send out email blasts for some beta testers, and that way you can get on that, and we'll have a launch special that's going out. So it's going to be a really cool addition. The reason why we made this app is because the ones that are on the market right now, they're a little bit confusing. They're hard to get set up, and they're really expensive. Our goal here is to simplify it and make it affordable, and so that's what we managed to achieve so far. So we'd love for you guys to try it out. Let us know what you think. You can find that at PbiShare.com. Okay, go there and get registered. The next thing I want to talk about is a credit card reader. So this is our credit card reader here, and you guys can check it out. It's going to be pretty cool. And this is a cashless payment reader that we have coming out. So we managed to get the hardware. As of right now, we're still working on integrating with the software. So go ahead and let us know what software you guys would like us to integrate with first. We're still working on that part. We're probably about 3 or 4 months away from this. And the way this is going to work, it's going to be plug and play. So you will install our software, which will integrate with the photo booth software that you're using, whether it's Darkroom, a Social Booth, a Spark Booth. Once you download our software, you plug this into the USB and you plug it into power, and then you're ready to go. We are going to be your point of contact, and so you'll get an account set up with us, and we'll mount this on your photo booth for you. People can come up, slide a credit card. It will charge them a fixed amount, whether it be $1, $3, or $5. It'll run their card and trigger the photo booth software to work. Once again, our goal is to make it simple and affordable for you guys. Right now, we do have some special pricing on the unit if you guys go ahead and lock it in ahead of time. So right now, the special that we have going on for it is $500 for the hardware. Now the hardware, one thing I forgot to mention, this credit card reader will need an internet connection, and we are going to provide that internet connection for you. So part of the hardware that comes on the back end of this, which I don't have here, will have a 3G secured connection. So wherever you place the photo booth, this will have its own Wi-Fi connection, its own 3G connection, to where you slide the credit card, it'll send it over to the processor, it'll process the card and ping it back in order to engage your photo booth software. So that will be coming with this. So it's literally going to be plug and play. And the support is done by us. We're going to manage it for you. And there's not a turnkey solution on the market right now for this. And so it's a great opportunity for you can add this to your existing photo booth, even if you didn't purchase it from us, or if you're purchasing one from us from now or in the future, you'll be able to just plug and play. You can set this, unattended, leave this in a bar, casino, hotel, restaurant. I mean, you're making money while you're sleeping. It doesn't get any better than that. The other thing that you can do is, if you have an event like, what was it, Strawberry Festival?
Strawberry Festival, yeah.
All right, Strawberry Festival, you can tell them, hey, I want to bring out the photo booth, and you don't have to charge them anything, and you just sell the photos there. You have this, people coming up, you have Apple Pay, this can take Apple Pay, so just click right there, deducts the money from their account, or they can slide it, and you can just be on the premises enjoying a cold beverage, just watching it, and you're just making money right from there.
Shout out to Lashera. You asked that question about this. I think this kind of answers your question right. This is probably the route you want to go to.
Yeah, so this is, guys, plug and play. So the special pricing that we have right now, it's going to be $500 for the hardware. That's a one-time cost that's going to be added on to your photo booth. So this $500 is going to get you the card reader, all the harness, the connections, which plug into a USB port, and then also the internet connection. Okay, now the only ongoing cost for that is for the monthly internet connection, which will be $29 a month. So you can go ahead and just add this to your photo booth, and then the $29 a month is going to cover the internet connection. So it's a dedicated, secure internet connection. You're not going to have to worry about any fraud activities or anything like that. We'll be your point of contact for this. We're developing our software, and also go ahead and let us know. Send in a text 972-301-2930, and let us know whether you guys are which software you guys want us to integrate with. Robert asked a question. Samsung Pay, I'm not sure about that, but I will check on that, Robert. Thanks for tuning in and providing us that question. So that's the Pbi Pay credit card reader. It's going to be huge. Going to make you, allow you to make money, when not on the weekends, and it's just so easy. I can't wait. It's going to be revolutionary. So the other thing that we have going on right now is King Props. So it's our new prop company that we're launching, and these are some of our props here. You think it's time to give away some more props? What do you think? So these are our props here, and this is our 12-piece. So we got this one here, Team Groom. It's nice 5mm thick PVC set. So yeah, guys, you can get these at kingprops.com, and go ahead and check that out. We'll be having a few sales on there, a few specials, and that's once again kingprops.com. So appreciate that. Okay, so let's do some shout outs, and we'll get back into the SEO. So Shining Star Photo Booths from York, PA, shiningstarphotobooth.com. Melody Lee, hey Melody, from Houston, photoboothhouston.org. Francis from France, BWATA photo, FOTO.com. BB Productions, Peoria, Illinois. PartyPicsPeople.com, Lodi, California. Hazefa London, from London. CheesySmiles.com, Cammy Photo Booth Co. Dave Venzia from Yukon, Oklahoma. Pics2Remember.com, thephotoboothguy.me. Alright, guys. So
I got a good question here. Is there a way to transfer my current website domain to the Pbi Cloud?
Yes. So if you get set up with us, we actually do the migration for free. So there's no cost to that. So once again, we're giving back to you guys. Want to make sure that you're safe. If you can afford the higher plan, the $59 plan, go with that one. It's 10 times better than the shared one. The shared one does work. Whenever we first started off, we had a shared one. We just couldn't afford the higher price. But if you can go for the dedicated, cloud server, it's going to be better for you. We are going to do the listing, and And yeah, so the migration is free. So if you're coming in from another hosting provider, we just need your login details and we'll be able to migrate everything over for you. Everything is going to be managed. We're going to be your on-call website development team. All right.
And again, if you guys have any questions, 972-301-2930. Sean and Josh.
Okay, so let's go ahead and give away some props. So we have the 12 piece of props here that we're going to give away. So our next, go ahead and text in your name, your email, and we already have your phone number, so don't worry about sending that. So name and email, send it to 972-301-2930, and we're going to be giving away a set of props here, 12 piece, courtesy of kingprops.com. So once again, that phone number is 972-301-2930. All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in. So let's talk about, we're going to get back on the subject of SEO. So what is SEO? Okay.
This is, wasn't this the number one requested topic that we talk about is SEO?
Yeah, I mean, from the questions that we got here, I mean, everybody just wants to know. It's so confusing. We're going to address that part too. So what is SEO? So with it, like, Sean, what have you heard about SEO? So
I'm kind of special. I actually worked with an advertising company, an online advertising company. So SEO, search engine optimization.
Right, perfect.
It's in the simplest form is your advertising is tracking where people are going on the internet. There's detail behind that, and Josh knows 10 times more about it than me. But it's basically, I go to check out, say, a washer and dryer. I type in washer and dryer, and certain number of washer and dryers come up from Home Depot, right. Lowe's. Now, the kind of advertising that I did, excuse me, was targeted campaigns. SEO is a little different from that, but just to give you an idea of what a targeted campaign is, I click on that washer and dryer, and I go to the Home Depot page. Then I go, okay, I'm tired of looking at washer and dryers. Let me check what's on Facebook real quick. I go to Facebook real quick. Well, guess what? There's that washer and dryer I saw at Home Depot. That's a targeted campaign. SEO is, and Josh can talk way more about that than me. I work in the targeted campaign.
All right, so that's advertising. So we're going to talk about advertising. I actually learned a few things today. I had a call with Google, my Adwords Consultant, and I've been spending more money, and so it's been waste. And what I learned today is actually going to save me some money. So what is SEO? Search engine optimization. It's very confusing, guys. It took me 4.5 to 5 years to learn the subject, and it changes every single day. So the first thing I do want to tell you is don't get frustrated trying to learn this, and it doesn't happen overnight. You know, if you've been searching around for SEO help and hiring SEO person, then you guys know that there is no guarantee with that as well. So let's just get that on the table, understand that it is challenging. The whole purpose of Google is to let you know, like, hey, they're changing their algorithm all the time, okay? And the reason for that is because they don't want people spamming the front page of Google. And so they have these certain algorithms that you have to meet in order to be on that first spot, and that those change every single day. It's the biggest secret in the world, I think. I mean, next to the Coca-Cola recipe, you know,
the KFC gravy, that's the other one.
All right, so SEO. So why is it important? Because you got to get to that number one spot, and you need to understand what it takes. And it's just a few small things that you can do on a daily basis, if you managing your website or not, that you can increase the chances of you getting to that front page. Because guaranteed you, most of the owners out there, you know, if they're not on this webinar or, you know, whatever the case is, they're not taking the time to understand this thing. You know, if just to have a website on the internet is just not good enough. So by you coming on here and learning about these tactics that we're going to give you, it's going to increase your chance, especially if you're living in the small town. The small town people don't have that mentality to learn. So how can I increase SEO? Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is alt tags. So alt tags are tags that you upload whenever you're uploading. So to WordPress. So whenever you uploading an image to your WordPress website, you want to go ahead and insert the name of the file as well as the alt tag. So the alt tag is going to be in the bottom of the upload. So if you're uploading to WordPress, it's going to ask you for the name of the file and then the alt tag. So make sure to fill out the alt tag. So the reason for that is because whenever Google searches your website, and if you have a picture of someone smiling on a photo booth on your front page, Google doesn't know how to read that picture, and so they translate that picture by reading the alt tag that's associated with it. So whenever you're uploading images, if you don't have the alt tags on there, it doesn't know how to consume that image. And so what you should be doing is with the alt tag, you can put your keywords in the alt tag. So if you're ranking for photo booth Oklahoma, that should be inside your alt tag. All right. So whenever Google scans your page, it's going to scan the content around it. It's going to transcribe the words, and it's going to scan the image, and it's going to know that that image is related with photo booth Oklahoma. Now, the other thing that's going to help you out for that is you're going to get free traffic from Google Images. So when somebody searches in Google and you see the images that pop up, if they're searching for your keyword and your keyword has that image in the alt tag, it's going to show up there. So they're going to see your company name. Okay. So that's only on the WordPress website. There are other platforms that have the alt tag, so make sure to just pay attention to that next time you're uploading images to your website. All right, we're going to talk about some plugins. So the plugins that we use with our WordPress websites is All-in-One SEO plugin, and this is actually it's a free plugin that we use, which is in the WordPress repository. So that's going to be All-in-One SEO and Yoast. So it's YOAST is called. That's the name of the plugin. So these two plugins are based for WordPress. That's what I'm most familiar with. That's what we use here. So check out those plugins. The All-in-One SEO is going to help you program your website to show up in Google properly. So whenever, for example, if you go to Google and you type in, photo booth rental, you see the title of the website that says amazing photo booth rentals, Portland, Oregon, and it has a description underneath that. These plugins are what tell it's going to program it to your website to tell Google what to display. So it's important that you have some type of SEO plugins. And I would recommend going on YouTube to getting further details on these. I don't want to it can get really complicated, but those are the two plugins that we use. But you will only need one of them. So you choose one or the other, whichever one you feel comfortable with or the person that's handling your website feels comfortable with. Okay, the next thing that we're going to talk about is Google Analytics. Okay, why this is important. So Google Analytics is basically the tracking code that's put onto your website so you can track what users are doing on your website. Now, why is this so important? So whenever we first started off, I had the Google Analytics set up, and I logged in and I looked at our bounce rate. So bounce rate means when somebody goes to your website, how quick do they leave? Okay, so, and how long do they stay? So our Google Analytics was telling us that people were spending 30 seconds on the website. So I know that we have a really good website. This was a different, it's not the one that we have now. It was a different website whenever we first started. But what this data told me is that it's what we have is not working. Okay. The other thing is it's telling Google that this is a bad website. People don't want to spend time on it. Okay. So why would Google put you in the front page if people are only spending 30 seconds on your website versus if they're spending a minute or two on your competitor's website? So through Google Analytics, we went back to our website and we looked at it. And what we found out was we had an intro video for our company that would autoplay. And so what we realized is that people at work would be looking for a photo booth, because most people, they're doing stuff at work. Your clients are going to be at work. They're planning their wedding and special event. And so when they hit your website, if they're like, boom, welcome to our company, thanks for stopping by, make sure to fill out our form. If they, and their computer is not on mute, then they're closing out of their website really quickly and like, oh shit. And, their manager's walking in or something like that. So what we found is we took the autoplay feature off the video, and that tripled our website time. So now users were spending 1.5 minutes to 3 minutes on our website. and that increased our website rankings as well. Now, once again, as I talk about all these things, these are all pieces to SEO. Not one of these things are going to be the main factor in getting you up to the Google ranking, but all of these things in combination will have a major effect in getting you up there. Okay, so Google Analytics. The other thing that it's good for is to track which pages users are going to, so you can log in and see, okay, people went here, they clicked here, and then they left. Okay, so you want to you can see the flow of the users, where users click, and so by understanding the flow, you can know what to put on certain pages and which pages people really look at. So that's also going to help you out. So on those pages, you can put certain discounts codes, or you can put your contact form on those pages. So make it easy for them to contact you. That way you can increase your conversion. Google Analytics is also good for AdWords. If you're running AdWords, you need to connect your analytics account so that it can account for your conversions. So back to earlier when I said that I learned something today, we were tracking our conversions on our website from our Google AdWords. So if you're paying $3 a click, so if somebody types in photo booth Dallas, and then we're paying $3 for them to click and go to our website, and then once they get to our website, we need to know what's going on. So you need to make sure you have the analytics tied in with your AdWords account, so that now analytics can track whether that user filled out your form and went to the thank you page. Okay, so once they hit the thank you page, then that's going to register one conversion with Google AdWords. Now, the thing that I learned today is when you're running your campaigns, if you're on Google AdWords, if you go to campaigns and then you go to settings and you go to the bottom of the page, you're going to look for ad delivery, and you want to change the delivery of ads to optimize for conversions. So what this means is it's going to optimize and serve your ads to your customers that are likely to convert on your website. Now, this is only going to work if you have your analytics set up for conversions and your conversions are tracking into AdWords. Okay. Now, I know this is, it's a lot of stuff that I'm giving you, but you have to understand this in order to grow and scale your business. You need to understand these concepts, because you're just throwing money away if you don't really understand what's happening on your website. Now, Google does have free Adwords Consulting. Okay. You need to dedicate time, take your planner, plan out 1 hour, pick up the phone, call them, and tell them, hey, I need to set up conversions. How do I do that? So if you take one thing away from this webinar, go ahead and just make that phone call and let them know, hey, I want to set up conversions. So once you start tracking, it's going to increase your return on investment. If you're just sending traffic to your website, that's not going to be good enough. Okay, so learn the analytics. When creating backlinks to your website, now what is a backlink? A backlink is a link on another website that goes back to your website. So as I was talking earlier about creating YouTube videos and putting your links in there, those are backlinks. So all of those rank in the factors of you getting up into Google. So the backlinks, when you're making backlinks, you don't want to make the link itself say, if it's photo booth Portland. You don't want every link if you're trying to rank for that keyword, you don't want every link to be with those keywords. You need to have keyword diversification. So you need to pick 10 or 20 keywords and spread out those links with those keywords that you chose. So you want to make sure always to get links from high quality websites. Okay, so try to avoid spam websites, directory listings, and make sure that the website that you're linking from is quality. So a good way to get links is if you do an event, go talk to the DJ, talk to the photographer, talk to the videographer, talk to the venue, and then get all of their cards, email them after, say, hey, we had such a great time, can we do a blog post, here are some pictures. If you have a camera, go outside, take some pictures of people at the venue and maybe send it to the venue, let them post it on their blog and link back to you. So you got to get really creative with that. The other thing is don't only use keywords, use your company name. So if you're, Flash Photo Booth, .com, use that in your backlinks, so that you're not going to get penalized whenever Google sees all your backlinks. Backlinks do take some time to get registered with Google, so don't be disappointed if you don't see immediate changes right away. All right. So the next thing that we're looking at is going to be blog posts and pics with links. So what you want to do is, after every gig, I would recommend going and writing a blog post about the event. So if you went to, so we have the Omni here in Dallas. So if we went to the Omni, and we did an event there, and it went awesome. We took some pictures. We had a great time, and so come back the next day. So that next week we could write, okay, photo booth rentals, Dallas, at the Omni. And so we would review, we had a great time at these people's weddings, and also link out to local businesses. So what I mean by that is, we're here in Dallas and we link out to the Omni's website. Google knows that, okay, this is a business in this metroplex. So those are signals that you send back. So you want to, whenever you're writing your posts on your pages, you want to link out to these businesses or other web pages that are also local to you. So, if you do get that DJ's card, say, hey, do you mind if we write a blog post and we'll link out to your website? If somebody were to email you and tell you, hey, I did a blog post on your company, that's awesome. They would they're going to share it on their profile, and they're going to get likes, and that is going to add to the value of your website and your SEO. All right, one tool that I use to track our rankings in Google is called SERPFox. Is SERPFox.com. So SERPFox.com, and that's what we use. You can create a free account on there. So you create your account, put your website in there, and put the keyword that you're looking to rank for, and it's going to track it for you. You can track, I think, up to maybe 5 or 10 keywords for free. And once again, that website is called SERPFox.com. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is focus on one keyword and then try to rank for that keyword. So if you are looking to rank for, let's say, photo booth rentals and your city, if you focus on that keyword, make a blog post about it, make a YouTube video about it, post on Instagram with that keyword, make a Pinterest board with the link on that. Get other people to link to you with that keyword. So focus on one keyword, and don't try to if you have 5 or 10 keywords, focus on one main keyword, but also diversify, but have one focus, that keyword that you're trying to rank for. Otherwise, there's no way to track all your actions and the results for all the work that you're putting in. Okay. And once again, this does take time, so don't rush it. It's a process. It's an ongoing process. And if you do work for a couple of months and you don't see progress, make sure that you don't want to go out there and there are some websites that sell, okay, we'll make 500 links for you. Do not do that. They do not have your best interest at heart. Those links that they make for you are very short term. And so the effect that it's going to have, it will move you up in the rankings, but it'll be very short term, and you're very likely to get, you can get banned or blocked, blacklisted from Google for being a spam website. The thing you want to know is that Google cares about user content, and so they care about their users, and they need to make sure their users get the information that they're searching for. And if your website does not provide that to them, you're not going to be on the first page. All right, and let's take a look here. So guys, I know we covered a lot here. If you have any more questions, we're fixing to wrap up. We're almost to the end. I do have the goodie bag here that we're going to be giving away. So stay tuned.
Before we get to the goodie bag, I've been getting a lot of questions regarding the Prime booth, and if we have a special going on our other booths as well. We do. Contact me. Again, my number is 972-301-2930, or email me, Sean, SEAN, at photoboothint.com.
Perfect.
Maybe we can give away the goodie bag now.
No. The goodie bag's given away in the end. You guys I still got a few more things. So I got some websites that you guys are going to get some free backlinks on. So in order to be successful, these are going to be the websites that you need to be listed on, without a question. If you're not on here right now, then you need to go do it tonight. Okay, so make sure you guys got a pen and paper for this one. So the first one is Facebook page. Okay, that's a given. Make sure you have that set up. Make sure you have your link. Make sure you have your hours in there. Make sure you have the messenger. Make sure to respond to messages quickly, because when it displays how fast you respond to messages. So whenever people visit your website, they want to know, okay, this company takes 30 minutes to respond, or 40 minutes, or however much. So make sure to respond. So Facebook page, Twitter. Make sure you got a Twitter account. Put your logo on there. Put your business profile on there. Fix up the account. Don't just create it and never update it for 3 months. All these profiles that I'm fixing to give you here, you can use it through Hootsuite on the free account, so you can update them consistently. With all the pictures and content that we're generating from these events that we go to, it should be easy for you guys to come up with stuff to post. Okay, Yelp. Make sure you have a Yelp business account. Once you create that account, you will get contacted by the Yelp salespeople. We've tried out Yelp. We've had very mixed results with it. It's really expensive. So, you can try it out. Make sure to get the smallest trial. If you can get a month to month, that's fine. But just be aware that you will get contacted by them. Wedding Wire, which is weddingwire.com. Make sure you have a profile on there. Make sure that's set up. There's pictures. You have a good description. The knot.com. So make sure you have a profile there that's similar. Wedding Wire and The Knot are pretty similar. Actually, Comedy from our rental department had a really good Wedding Wire webinar, which they provide, similar to what we're doing now, but they talk about different things in the industry. So that's also free content that they provide. And all of these, they do have free options, plus they have paid options. So just be aware of that. Wedding Wire does have a paid option. They have different plans. You can try out their paid option too. We're still doing some testing on that. The Knot we talked about. Thumbtack, it's been hit or miss for a lot of people that I've been talking to, but it's still important for you to create a profile on it and to have a link back to your website. Okay, all of these websites do count as links to your website. So this is what Google wants to see. They want to make sure that you're a legitimate business and you have listings on all these websites, and it also helps them understand what business category you're in. The next one is going to be Alignable, which is alignable.com. It's a new platform similar to Facebook for business owners, and so that's going to be alignable.com. That's been a really cool tool that we just started using. The next one is LinkedIn. You should have a LinkedIn personal profile, and you need to have a company page. Okay, and you can have links on both of those. So that's 2 links from LinkedIn. Okay, so LinkedIn, you can also connect that with Hootsuite. You can connect the company profile in there as well. So, when you do an event or you want to post something, you can post onto Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Yelp as well.
And just to piggyback on that, LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft. They're integrating LinkedIn with Outlook. So the second you send an email, your LinkedIn profile will come up there when they open up that mail. Again, great way to market, great way to advertise right there.
Yeah, you guys should definitely be on LinkedIn. Put a professional photo up there, nothing from the club or anything like that. Make it, keep it professional. There's your LinkedIn, and then you got your Facebook. LinkedIn is not for your baby pictures and all that. Keep it professional. Talk about your company, and also reach out to event professionals. You'll see people on there that you need to be connected with. Connect with them, reach out to them, and it's very, it's an open platform. And, don't feel afraid to reach out to somebody, ask for help, ask for ask for a meeting, hey, I want to show you this new product. I want to show you, our photo booth, can I bring it out to your event or whatever it is. So, it's network, use those platforms on there. So LinkedIn. The next one we talk about is Instagram. So make sure Instagram.com, use your app. They have business profiles now on Instagram. So make sure you're using that. Here's another tip for you. Whenever I post to Instagram, I have my Facebook and Twitter accounts and I think Tumblr is linked up with it. So I love it when I can post to one place and it'll go to multiple platforms. So that's why I like posting on Instagram, because the Instagram app I can integrate with 3 or 4 other platforms, so I don't have to worry about going here and posting this, going here and posting this, going there. So right now we use Hootsuite and we use Instagram. So make sure to connect your Instagram, upload your pictures, create the links, and then link all your accounts to it. So whenever you update on Instagram, it'll be streamed out. It'll be broadcasted to all of the other accounts. So that's going to be Instagram. So whenever you get to your events, you should be just, once you get set up and stuff, snap pictures and show people where you're at. Also on the last webinar, I talked about another app that I use called HashMe. It's HASHME. And this app actually generates the top 30 tags for you. So you can type in like photography, and it'll copy all the top tags, and you can copy it and put it into your Instagram post, and that's going to boost up your Instagram profile. All right, guys. The next one we'll talk about is Google Plus. So we talked about that earlier. Google Plus, My Business. Get that set up. Get the Google Maps listing set up, and make sure you have links on all of those back to your website. Pinterest is another one. So make sure you have you can have a business profile on Pinterest, and you have your boards. Make sure you're posting on there, and make sure to put the links so you can post about your different services. The Pinterest board should be just filled up with pictures. I mean, you guys, we're taking pictures at events. Fill it up. The next one is Blogger. So Blogger.com. This is a blogging platform that's that's owned by Google. So Blogger.com. You can go on there, create a blog, and you can update the blog. We usually just post some pictures every now and then with our link back to either the blog that's on our website, or you can interlink all of these profiles as well. So you can post a blog that goes out to your Twitter, and post a tweet that tweets back to your Thumbtack, and post. You can't really post on Thumbtack, but have your LinkedIn, post to your Facebook. So make sure you're intertwining all of those. All right, so that's all that I have for the platforms. And guys, if you have any last questions, send it in right now. I know you've been getting blown up over here.
I have been. I got a good question here. Okay, what's been the best source of lead generation? Google, word of mouth, Yelp, Thumbtack, etc.
Okay, so lead generation, it's definitely been Google, because we can track. It's all about tracking and scaling it. So we have, I talked about setting up the analytics and tracking the ads that we spend, and so we're able to identify, okay, this ad is performing good because it's given us 4 conversions this week, and so let's put more money on this ad. And you can only do this if you're tracking the conversions. So although it's still good with the word of mouth, but you can't really measure word of mouth and referrals. You can't really measure that and scale it. I'm not saying that it's not good and you shouldn't worry about it, but I like my stats. I like to know what's happening, and I like to scale what's working well. And so that's.
And you guys already have booths up already in the industry. Text me right now. I'm kind of curious. What do you guys think? What's been the best lead generation for you? One guy is saying Thumbtack. Personally, for me, Google is great. Google runs the world. Let's be honest here. But word of mouth is tried and true. It's the old way of doing it. Going to bridal conventions, going to DJ conventions, just going out there talking to people, handing your business card out. Like I was talking to the guy at the Strawberry Festival. Go set up your photo booth, put your name, your number, your logo on each photograph out there. You're seeing it every day when you open up that fridge. Bob, I call Bob real quick. I'm actually curious now. How much does it cost to get a photo booth rental? That's cheap advertising right there. So word of mouth, I think, it still plays a big factor. But Josh is right. Google runs the world. So
if you have certain photo booth softwares collect emails, make sure you're collecting emails at your events. Have that feature turned on. You should still be able to send later if you don't have access to Wi-Fi, but collect all of those emails, and that way you can do email marketing. We use MailChimp has free email marketing, so you can take those emails at the end of the night, pop it into MailChimp, and now you can start growing you should be able to get 20 or 30 emails from every event. Over a month, 2 months, 6 months, you're going to have a good list of leads of all these users that are in your city, and you can market to them, and it's not going to cost you one penny. You can have up to 500 contacts with MailChimp, and do email marketing and send out blasts. Do it on holidays. Don't spam people. Keep it casual, keep it light, and keep the emails. Don't use a lot of text, and only use 1 or 2 links inside your emails. You guys who are registered for the webinar, if you've gotten emails from me, you notice our emails only have 1 link on them, and they're very short. They have a lot of text. So this is going to guarantee that you're going to get to your client's inbox and not to your spam folder. Okay, so that's key for that. If you have any other questions, we're fixing to wrap up and give away the big prize. Oh, we have some more shout outs. Cassandra Hayes from Wiley, Texas. That's soyouphotography.com, and that's spelled out that's so you like the letter U, photography.com. Matt, Photo Booth Emporium, Anchorage, Alaska. All Rock Studios, Singapore. allrock-studios.com. Wow. So guys, thank you for tuning in from all over the world. Oh, look at this one. The next one. So Stumptown Booth, Portland, Oregon. Stumptownbooth.com. Photo Box, BOX. Lens
Books.
From Books.
Yeah, Photo Books.
From Austria. Wow, thanks guys.
I guessed.
So photo, FOTOBOOX.AT. Oh, nice. Bristol, United Kingdom. happydonut.co.uk. I like that. Are you sure you're a photo booth? All right, Leonard, Fort Worth, leonarddesigns.com, and Silicon Valley Photo Booth. So I hope that you guys gotten a lot of value from this. We've taken a lot of time to put everything together. I hope we've answered all of your questions. Feel free to text us the rest of the night. You're probably going to be in the office for another hour or so, whatever.
We don't sleep.
Yeah, we don't. We'll
really
be here
don't.
all night. So yeah, just keep texting us. So let's talk about the other thing that actually Kamini just texted me about. She said the Chamber of Commerce has been huge for us.
Yes.
So shout out to the North Dallas Chamber of Commerce. They love us and we love them. So we heart you. Thanks for all your support. So make sure to check out your local commerce and SBDC, Small Business Development Center. You should have one in your city. And look at the SBA website, Small Business Administration website. There's a lot of free resources on there. So let's get to our grand prize. So thank you for tuning in to us this evening, and we're going to be giving away our grand prize here. This is $200 right here. I sell this for $200, and we're giving this away.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't really want to do this, but all right, give it away. We've been making people listen to our voices for 2 hours straight. So guys,
but they love us, right, guys? Yeah. Here you go. Great webinar. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. So text us. All right. So text us your name and your email for the grand prize right now. Go. So 972-301-2930. And like our Facebook page. So it's Photo Booth INT. Facebook.com/Photo Booth International. Like our Facebook page. And text us for the grand prize. It's $200 worth of our prop set right here, guys. Can we tell them? Should we tell them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this here is... Yeah, we sell this pack for $200.
Yes.
So this is our themed set of props. 64 props here. Halloween.
Oh, we sell it for $250.
$250.
Yeah.
Halloween, Christmas, graduation, New Year's, and really thick, guys. This is our corrugated set right here. Very easy to clean. So make sure to text in 972-301-2930, name and email, and for your chance to win this. Did we pick the last winner for the other props? No? Okay.
Oh, I have something.
Okay, you do have? Send it to me. So, and then we'll announce our winner for our 12-piece. Oh, Valentine's. That's a huge one too. So 64 signs, guys. This is a really good deal in the little bag, and we're going to ship this to you. We sell the set for $250. This is graduation. So basically, we developed this set here. We went through and saw which holidays have the most photo booth rentals, and so we made this set of props here, and we're giving it away for you for free, courtesy of kingprops.com. So you can check it out. So we have a winner for our 12-piece set of props, and it's going to be Noel Screen.
Hey!
Good job.
Oh.
Well done, Noel. Thanks for tuning in. We got your email address here, Noel. So Noel will be winning our 12-pack of props. And so we got a few more minutes, and then we will announce the grand prize winner, which is our 64-pack. So go ahead and text in now. Are you getting a bunch of people?
Yeah, everybody came out of the woodworks. I just have a whole bunch of emails.
972-301-2930.
Yeah.
We're giving away our 64-pack of props. Text in your name and email so we know where you are, where you're calling from. And if you have any questions, you can text that in as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys very much. I know it's late and we had some technical difficulties, which we'll get figured out for next time. Also, subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. So go on iTunes, look for podcast, type in Photo Booth International. We'll be making a podcast out of this, so make sure to subscribe on there. And if there's anything that we can do, for you, let us know. Do we have a winner yet for the props? Okay, so I've been told like this, so hold on. So yeah, guys, make sure to check us out. We got a lot of things going on here at PBI. Someone texted in earlier about who we are and how long we've been in. We've been in business for 4 years. We service over 800 events a year, and we sell photo booths, and we have a rental business ourselves, and we dominate the market. And so we do have a winner. That's what he texted in with all this. All right, Barry.
Barry.
Good job, Barry.
In D.C.
In D.C.?
Yeah, I won't tell you what he texted me, but yes, Barry in D.C. Yes.
Barry from Photomac, okay, so POTOMACFOTO.com. Thanks, Barry.
PotomacPhoto.com? You're going to text me right now,
Potomac?
Barry. Potomac? Maybe that's it.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, that's all for tonight. Congratulations to all of the winners. Thank you for tuning in. Be on the lookout for the webinar replay if you haven't. If you want to watch it again, stay in contact with us. Tweet us, Facebook us. If you have any questions, email us at support@photoboothint.com. And then get on. If you're not on our list or inside of our environment, go to photoboothint. Go to pbivip.com and join our VIP list. Once again, that's pbivip.com and join our VIP list. And thank you so much. Any other thoughts?
Yes. Again, my number is 972-301-2930. You can text that number. The Prime booth, we have the special going on, $500 off, and it's also covering shipping until the end of the month.
That's
so we're
a good deal.
11 days.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculously good deal. I don't know why we're doing that. I have been getting inquiries about other booths as well if they're on sale. Call me. My number again, 972-301-2930. Email Sean, SEAN, at photoboothint.com.
All right, guys, that's it. Good night.
Night.